Hey, good evening, everybody. Try to get this done as fast as I can. My mom's in the shower. My 8-year-old nephew, who we're watching this weekend, is tonight at least, is asleep. Also didn't do this because I was watching the Giants win the third game of the World Series. They're one game away, so it's good. Good, and they will win tomorrow night. Now, speaking of this video, you can probably pretty much see what the title is up there. And it is kind of strange for a title, but yeah. It seems you're not reading it. You're not reading it wrong. It says Mickey Mouse and Friends equal King Robo. Yeah. Well, apparently the news going around, in case some of you don't know about this, is the people that have reissued, or basically Bandai, who's responsible for reissuing or being in association with the reissuing of the anniversary things, basically the reissuing of the Voltron figures. Well, get a load of this. Apparently around next year, you can click on the link and you'll see it for yourself. Apparently next year, they're going to be bringing out a figure set very similar to Voltron, basically called the Mecha set. I can't think of it right now, but basically this set is going to be like Voltron in some ways. Basically here, Voltron, Power Rangers, whatever you want to call them in some ways. Basically here's the situation. The picture you'll see in the when you click on the description will pretty much tell the tale. Basically they want to target an older audience now. The plan for this figure, which is supposed to be just like Voltron, basically going to have, from what I understand, the characters from Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. You're going to be having them pilot the mechas, if you will, the Gundam-like or Mecha-like. I guess you could say Mecha, Voltron, Gundam-like robots, if you will, or mechas, if you will, that are in the likeness. Basically, they're going to be piloting mecha versions of themselves, Gundam, Voltron versions of themselves. And when the time is right, according to, I guess, the storyline, from what they say, there is a storyline apparently, when the time is needed, they will combine to become King Robo. Now, apparently you see how it's set up, and there is an instruction as well. They actually show like which figurine goes where, which mecha goes where. Apparently, Donald and Daisy will be on the side as the arms and the hands and the shoulders. Minnie, believe it or not, will be like behind the shield. She'll be like the main body part, so she'll be like behind the shield. Minnie's mecha. Pluto and Goofy will be the legs, if you will, the legs and the feet. And Mickey will be like right up front. And they got this little ship, I guess, which is very reminiscent of the Steamboat Willie, that's going to be like the head. So yeah, again, Daisy here, depending on how you see this picture, but Daisy here, Daisy or Donald here, okay, Donald here, Daisy here, Pluto, Goofy, Minnie in the back, Minnie as the main back, the main body portion, if you will, the chest area, behind the silver shield, Mickey's up front, and the Steamboat Willie part as the head. And again, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in the picture, But that is what is being planned. Again, I can't think of it right, the name of the whole thing right now, but basically the sorry about that. Yes, itch there. But basically the thing is called King Robo. That's what they're going to become. And apparently the plan is also to do an anime or some kind of animated show. Anime or animated show, maybe OVA or something like that. So that's the plan right there. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? But apparently the promotional art of it, with the characters, it's Disney art. It's not anime or anything. It's just the regular Disney design of the characters. And they got uniforms on and everything. So kind of like I say, very Voltron-esque, Gundam-esque, if you will. Power Ranger-esque, except for the helmets or whatever. So, yeah. Basically in that category. My honest opinion about it, it's kind of, to be honest with you, it's interesting. It's a different take on the characters. I mean, according to what they said in this report, they want to aim for 15 years and up. Possibly maybe I think with the figure they want to aim for 15 years and up. The show might be more like if they do an anime or an animated show, it might be more like Y7 at the most. But yeah, the figure basically itself, the mechas, if you will, the set, the mecha set, the King Robo set, if you will, let's call it that way, is basically going to be, I think, as a collector's item aimed towards the older audience, 15 and up. Like 15 all the way up to my age and beyond, but as a collector's deal. Because I think basically I think the reason I'm saying that is because it's a historical deal. It's just very historic. It's never really been officially done before. I mean, we know that there's a toy company or so out around here that did like an Optimus Prime version, did a Mickey Mouse version of Optimus Prime, which I don't think was official or anything, but was sort of like a hey, let's just kind of throw this out there. But this basically is official, apparently, from what I understand it, and it seems like, again, the ultimate plan as far as these toys go, as far as this set goes, is if it is successful, and it looks like it might just be because it's gaining a lot of interest, I can tell you that, and it will garner a lot more interest as the months go by, is to create and release an anime or animated series, maybe feature OVA, based on this unique story, based on this unique storyline and toy line. So that it will be interesting to see in the near future, in the next year or so, what exactly happens. But again, it's got my interest up, and everything, so we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I will provide the link down below, but when you look at it the first time, folks, you're going to be like, what is going on here? And I think, honestly, we should have saw this coming, because there have been things outside, beyond. Basically, we've seen Disney do things with these characters beyond, them just representing themselves and being themselves and being on Clubhouse and all that, and in the Bow Shop featurettes and whatever, and we should have saw probably something like this happening when they did House of Mouse. I mean, that was like a different step for them. So, and of course, you got the whole controversy thing with the skinny kind of designs of Minnie, Daisy, and Goofy for that department store. So, basically, with that again, and then of course seeing it in my opinion, going all the way back to House of Mouse and maybe even Three Musketeers. You should have saw something like this coming. I mean, we should have saw something like this was going to be coming soon. And some people have said, even my mom has said, at times Disney seems to be getting a little weird you know, for a little strange at times. So Disney seems to be getting a little weird and stranger at times. So, and you know, especially with Wreck-It Ralph coming out next week, you know, again, you should have saw something like this coming. You should have figured they were going to probably do this with their characters. And with the rumor that a Mickey Mouse movie might be coming, you know, what better way to try to capitalize and get Mickey popular again than to do something like this? So, again, we'll just have to wait and see what rolls out, if you will, next year. Again, the links will be provided down below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Video response and comments are indeed welcome. And I will talk to you all later, and you all have a good night.